It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA.
The fading amber light gleaming over the Valley of the Sun here in Phoenix, Arizona. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the half tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Celtics, 16 games off the lead. They may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. But we'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Sanders out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Bledsoe against Thomas. Dishes it to Sanders. Sullinger left side. Puts up the baby hook. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
First free throw's good from Sullinger. First quarter, just over a minute played. Bledsoe against Bradley. From 18 feet away. No good from Bledsoe.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete. Insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
Now here's Thomas. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. Bradley, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. You average over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the orange.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. There's a screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Count the bucket.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
So it's the Celtics now. The Suns getting the bucket. Sullinger the screen. Here's Crowder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Crowder's got 6 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
That's good. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Thomas against Bledsoe. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Sullinger right side. Here's Sanders. That is good. Sanders has got his first bucket in this one.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The 11-footer. Here's Hawes. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Out to the right wing. Crowder, the pass to Bradley. Celtics passing it around. Here's Sullinger. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have really been standing out. Third is Eric Bledsoe.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And you love the mindset this guy has at the defensive end. He wants to impact the game defensively, and you love that attitude.
And the Suns making a change here. Lure's checked in, and it's good.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Here's Sanders, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Booker in the corner. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental error.
Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Here is Bledsoe, trailing by 4, and the shot is good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Bledsoe against Thomas. Sullinger can't hit. The Suns go the other way with it. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Here's Warren. Here's Lure, and the rejection by Sanders. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Screen by Sanders. Outside Bradley. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Here's Sullinger. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And stretching back to the break, here's how the Celtics have performed. First in assists, first in field goal percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Williams, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Booker. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Boozer, he's checked in for Sullinger. Now, here's Tucker. 12 points his last outing, and that one's good.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, He's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block. And it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Goodwin's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Williams, buried from 15 feet out. Williams has got his second basket of the game. Boston trailing. Chalmers with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Miles, that's for two. Nails the wide open jump shot.
C.J. Miles.
Now Stevenson. Now the feed to Goodwin. Here's Lure. He's covered by Boozer. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Miles. How last month turned out for him? Averaging about 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go. They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Boozer in the post. He's against Lure. And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 1. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stevenson against Lee. Shot on the wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. He's way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Now, here's Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Screened by Boozer. Here's Miles. Rebound by Williams.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Now, here's Chalmers. The pass to Lee. Noah with a screen for Lee. Plenty of space. Shot is no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Goodwin. Williams with a clean look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Williams has got 6.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team. A true warrior, even in an off year.
And here is Chalmers. Passes it to Boozer. It's tipped. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lee against Stevenson. Over in the corner, Williams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Celtics leading by 3. And Chalmers kicks it to Noah. Here's Boozer in the post. Guarded by Tucker. And Boozer gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed, have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Lure drops them both. So it's Boston now. It's a three-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Now here's Boozer. The second chance effort. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Tucker can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3. Now here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He kicks to Boozer. Takes it from 10. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Assist from Isaiah.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Goodwin with it. 3 seconds left. Can't get it to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
And now, your Suns dancers.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Bledsoe is out there with Booker. Then there's Warren. Then there's Spencer Hawes. And it's Teletovic in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Screened by Sanders. Right side, Thomas. Shot off the screen. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Warren with the ball. And he gets it to go. Booker's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Suns.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Clock at 6. Thomas against Bledsoe. Here's Bradley. That one a little long. Suns trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the shot is good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
And the shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Sullinger right side. The 10-footer. And he can't bank that one in. It's deflected. Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Thomas against Bledsoe. And the wide open shot from Warren, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Thomas. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Feeds to Sullinger. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Hawes got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now Booker, 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. And he gets it to go. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So it's Phoenix now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning quick release on his jump shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter. Greg, you're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. Clark, this Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
And Bledsoe, here we go, to Ledovich. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Bradley. And Sanders kicks to Crowder. This one for 3. Good. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Bledsoe against Bradley. Bledsoe dishes to Hawes. And the rejection by Sanders. And a fast break now for the Celtics. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Bradley. And the Celtics lead by 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Sanders sets the screen for Thomas. Now the dish to Bradley. And again, it's Boston converting.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thomas inside, guarded by Bledsoe. Suns trail by 7. Kicks it to Warren. They set the pick. Booker in the corner, looking to end the run. Here's Hawes. Makes it off the glass. Hawes got 8.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Thomas, here we go. Here's Sanders, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Sanders has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League, and the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. John Lure, he's checked in for Hawes. Lance Stevenson comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Archie Goodwin in for Booker. Lee, that's good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts. And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
Screen by Boozer to the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here is Miles. 9-point game his last outing.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range. But what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
Noah the screen. Lee kicks to Miles. 5 on the clock. The 8-footer. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the lead with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
The Suns making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Here's Goodwin. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And here is Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
And both free throws good for a lead.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call him buckets. because that's a lethal formula.
And that one's good.
You know, he doesn't have much quickness, but he'll still attack the rim when given the chance.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Now, here's Chalmers. Defense is right there. Here's Boozer, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Suns trail by 4. Stevenson outside. Pass to Lure. The 11-footer. And Boston with the rebound. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a good screen. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Chalmers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He dishes it to Boozer. Shot clock at 6. Noah trying to get open. Carlos Boozer again. Boozer's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Stevenson outside. He feeds it to Lure. To the paint. Here's Goodwin. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Goodwin's got 9.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Chalmers with it. Dishes it to Lee. Noah the screen. Miles, that's for 2. And again, it's Boston converting.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Goodwin. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Screen by Boozer. The feed to Lee. And the pass to Miles. Pass to Chalmers. Boozer with the screen for Chalmers. Out left to the wing. Boozer wide open. He fires. Good. It's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Stevenson against Lee. Stevenson drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Stevenson's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now Chalmers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He kicks it to Boozer. The 10-footer. No luck. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Carlos Boozer. And Carlos, this is a game that's...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. During the second quarter, they were the better team, outscoring the opposition by a nice margin and were able to end the half in a tied ball game. Let's hear from you. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from Carlos Boozer in this one.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first two quarters, guys.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Sanders. And it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Bradley passes to Sullinger. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Bradley against Bledsoe. High post shot. And it's Larry Sanders with the rebound. Sanders has got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Sullinger. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Bradley with some nice D.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's Crowder. He's guarded closely. Outside Thomas. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And they're running. Here's Booker. Unloads from 13. That's in, and the Celtics lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Warren.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Bledsoe against Thomas. Sullinger a screen on Bledsoe. Thomas down low. Sullinger the screen. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Sullinger. 13 points in the game. Here's Bradley. Thomas, no good. And guys, Spencer Hawes signed a 4-year, $23 million contract with the Clippers prior to last season. Not sure the Clippers felt like they got their money's worth. He did improve a little bit in the playoffs. There still may be some hope for him in L.A.
Well, I'd have to agree with you, Kevin. I mean, he had some moments, but on the season shot a career low from the foul line as well as in several other areas.
And finished off by Sanders. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. That shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
And here is Thomas. Feeds to Sullinger. Clock at 6. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Lures checked in for Spencer Hawes. That free throw good from Sullinger. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Bledsoe against Bradley. Stolen by Thomas. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And that one's good. And it's 8 points for Avery Bradley.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Suns trail by 5. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. The dish to Booker. The rebound by the Celtics. Sanders has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Bledsoe dishes to Lure. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Warren kicks to Booker. Can they get it? No good. Good D by Thomas.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Outside Bradley. And Sullinger kicks to Crowder. Pass to Thomas. It's Sullinger atop the key. And that one hits back iron. Suns trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the rejection by Sanders. Here's Thomas. Down low, poked away. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Bledsoe. Bradley with some nice D.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Crowder, the pass to Sullinger. Kicks to Crowder. Takes the 3. That one goes. Count it. Crowder's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Bradley kicks to Crowder. Puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Phoenix calls timeout. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Williams. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback was quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
It's tipped, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas.
For the Celtics, Mario Chalmers.
Outside Williams. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 13 points for Williams.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And Chalmers kicks to Miles. Back to Chalmers. 6 to shoot. A stupendous finish in traffic. Chalmers has got his first 2 points of the night.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Crowder with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Noah the screen. Now Miles. 5 points in the game. Pass to Crowder. Shoots. That one wide left. Suns trail by 8. Bledsoe with it. He's got 8. Lure the pass to Stevenson. He dishes it to Lure. Leaps for it. Good D by Sullinger.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Misses in close.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Boston making some changes. Boozer comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Lee's subbed in for Jay Crowder. Williams a screen on Chalmers. Bledsoe kicks to Williams. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's 15 points for Williams. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Chalmers. Screen by Boozer. And here's Miles outside. And it's Lure with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it. He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Chalmers with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Noah the screen. And Chalmers kicks to Miles. He feeds it to Lee. But Trey. And that one's good. Lee's got 9.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Williams sets a screen for Bledsoe. To the middle. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Celtics.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Bledsoe against Chalmers. To the inside. No.
Whoa! Goodness.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Stevenson against Lee. Tucker dishes to Bledsoe. The kick out to Williams. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 9th assist in the game now. Bledsoe against Chalmers. Dishes to Lee. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop.
Oh! Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And the Suns making a change here. Pause is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Sanders comes in for Boozer. And it's Avery Bradley in for Lee. Celtics leading by 7. 55 seconds left in the third. Bradley against Stevenson. Noah the screen. Miles, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The feed now to Bledsoe. Here's Lure. Cannot hit. Great defense that time from Noah. Boston's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The offensive rebound. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Here's Bledsoe. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. This trip was his 2nd to the free throw line in this one.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
One shot.
And Bledsoe no good on that one. Now Miles. Here's Bradley. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Boston on top. They lead by... Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Here's Bradley. Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Booker in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Screen by Sanders. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Clock is at 3. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Sullinger. And that one goes long. Suns trail by 7. To the left side wing. Here's Warren. Can't get it to go. And the Celtics going the other way now. And here is Thomas. Screen by Sanders. Thomas passes to Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 11 points for Avery Bradley.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
No good from Bledsoe. Celtics leading by 10. Stolen. Teletovic's shot is good.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Austin's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Outside Thomas. Goes up from the top of the key. No good off the front iron. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Bledsoe against Thomas. Here's Hawes. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Screen by Sanders. And Sullinger kicks to Sanders. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Suns trail by 8. Phoenix calls timeout. You look at Jared Sullinger, what a contribution.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
That's his first personal foul.
And just a solid start to the season for Teletovic last year. I mean, unfortunately, it came to a close prematurely as he was battling blood clots.
The first one falls. Now for Teletovic, he got the clots in early December, and Clark, fortunately, he made a full recovery.
Yeah, good to see him back. You know, Bosch's blood clot battle was more publicized due to his stardom, but Teletovic went through the same thing. It's a real threat to an athlete, and hopefully it's well behind him and he doesn't have to run that race anymore.
It's Sullinger with the drive. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 7. Bledsoe dishes to Warren. To the inside, Hawes. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got his 5th rebound in this one. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Shot clock at 6. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Lewis checked in for Phoenix. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Warren. Now here's Booker, guarded by Bradley. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hawes got 4 points in the quarter.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Screened by Sanders. Bledsoe against Thomas. And there's the pass to Sullinger. Phoenix grabs the miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
To the wing right side. Here's Tucker. And the 3 ball is good. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bradley passes to Sullinger. To the paint. Crowder powered down with both hands.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Down low. Here's Bradley. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. It's been a strong night for Bradley. 13 points and the 1 steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end. Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And the shot is good.
Assisted by Isaiah Thomas.
Suns trail by 11. Now here's Booker. Passes it to Bledsoe. Over to the wing. Expanding his range. Tucker can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 11. Outside Thomas. Bradley with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Screened by Sanders. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ahead. Finished off the break.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Thomas. Screened by Sanders. Sullinger right side. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Lance Stevenson's check in for P.J. Tucker. For Boston, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Thomas kicks to Sanders. Bradley dishes to Sullinger. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Spencer Hawes.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He has 20 points, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, more than you'd expect from any other player. It's amazing how much time he spent there today.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Celtics leading by 7. Thomas passes to Bradley. He kicks to Sullinger. Feeds it to Crowder.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Bledsoe kicks to Lewis. And Boston with the rebound. Bradley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Sanders with a screen on Bledsoe. They get a hand on it. Unhindered, going all the way. And Lure kicks to Bledsoe. The 17-footer. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Sanders sets the screen for Thomas. The dish to Sullinger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Sullinger's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Pass to Hawes. Takes it from 10. And Sanders pulls it down. The Celtics have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Sanders with a screen on Bledsoe. Double team on Thomas.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Phoenix now. Suns trail by 11. Bledsoe with it. They double team Bledsoe. Goes up to the stripe. And Lure gets it to go.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Warren's checked in for Phoenix. C.J. Miles is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Pocket 6. Thomas goes in. Hawes with the block. They get it back, and Sanders throws it down. Here's Bledsoe. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thomas. And pushing it up, here's Boston.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
kicks to Miles. Now here's Crowder. Not a lot of room. Here's Sullinger. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Celtics leading by 11. Crowder dishes to Thomas. Screen by Sanders. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Phoenix. And Sanders, here we go. Counts the basket and the foul. Pause. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Suns trail by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Boston.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And a one-sided season series this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Suns.
Guys, depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Larry Sanders. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And Booker kicks to Teletovic. Drills the three-pointer.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Thomas against Bledsoe. Screen by Sanders. Double team on Thomas. Pass to Sanders. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Sanders. Back to Thomas. Over to the left wing. Sullinger the screen. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a nice win for you tonight, Joe Kim. What was the attitude of the team coming into this game?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.